Thrill 92.3, Bootleg Kev DJ Hed.
West Coast.
In the building. We got the OPM people in here, man. Yo, the squad is here. The album is out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dom Kennedy, J305, the crew is in the building.
Yeah.
What's up? Why drop a compilation project right now?
Answer that. 305.
Cause we the shit.
We going up. Nah, we just need to drop something, man, and get the momentum back cracking, man. And let people know the flyness, keep the flyness of the music. You know, this is J305 speaking, by the way. You know what I mean? For the people that can't see this fine ass nigga right here. But you know what I'm saying?
Who's got hot twat waiting for him?
Whoa.
Nah, for real shit though, man. Just, you know, just to get the momentum and put on all the artists that's on OPM, you know what I mean? And build and just build the momentum, man. Get it hot. You know what I'm saying? Bring this fly shit back to the game, you know?
And for the people who don't know, obviously, I mean, if you in LA, you know what's going on. I wanted you to run down everybody that's a part of the movement, a part of the label,
for sure.
OPM.
Young Nation Volume 2, OPM Company. You got myself, Dom Kennedy, Nico G4, J305, Aisha Monet. That's our female R&B artist, Warren Brew.
Okay.
You know, those are the
Warren Brew.
main. Yeah, those are the main artists that you're going to hear on the project. You know what I mean? It's the second volume. We did one, when was that? Like 2012. So this was like,
wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was like a reintroduction, as you will, just relaunching the brand. We got a lot of things going on around the OPM brand, and then each individual artist, you know, going to be able to spin their music off of this compilation, you know, into their own solo projects.
Now, Dom, you've been super busy. How did you executive producing Games album come to be?
Man, shout out to Chuck, man. He hit me up for a feature.
Okay.
It started with a feature. It started with one song. It was about I was on the road in the last year. He hit me up for a feature, and I think what happened was I did that feature, and then it kind of came together real fast, and I asked him, okay, let me work on something else.
Mm-hmm.
I did another song. He loved that song just as much as the song he asked me to come up there for, and he just called me, man, and asked me to be a part of the process.
So you kind of help like curate the album? Are you helping like, you know, because I do feel like
I was in the trenches, man. I barely miss any days. Like we might have went, put it like this, he had about 70-something songs when we started and ended up with 200 and something.
Oh wow.
When I jumped on.
And then,
100 songs?
Yeah, 200, almost 270, 80 songs.
And did you help him like obviously compress it to the track list? By the way, we're waiting for this album.
Of course, Born to Rap. Yeah, it's on the way, man. It's a great body of work. Yeah, I did. I was there, you know, from the features to like the final track listing that people gonna hear. I believe it's gonna be 23 songs.
So then the track where he was naming everybody's girl, that was your idea?
Not at all. Not at all. And that's not on the album.
I was about to say, I'm not sure that's coming out anymore.
Yeah, that's not on the album.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's just gonna be folklore.
Mystery track.
Mystery indeed. And then, you know, obviously with OPM, I do feel like, you know, over the last 10 years, Dom, you've been probably the more humble, modest, like boss dude out of the West. Like,
appreciate
obviously you built up an independent empire.
Yeah.
You have classic projects.
Yeah.
You got you know, obviously the OPM movement, like you said, the first project came out in 2012.
Right.
Why do you think it is that you maybe don't get the props you deserve nationwide? I mean, here we know what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like, you know, across the country, I feel like you're still a little underrated or maybe underappreciated.
Right. Just I haven't got to the stage yet. My homie told me I should embrace the rap game one good time.
I do feel like
that's
never
the
really
best way to articulate it. Right.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm gonna go with that. And it's about really embracing the rap game. You know what I'm saying? And your position in it, and when you decide to do that. Like you said, I've been OPM at heart and on the forefront. 10 years is next year, we 10 years.
Wow.
In March, we 10 years. So the whole time, you know, we've been thugging it. Shout out to Archie Davis, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Arch.
Just it gotta embrace the rap game. You know what I'm saying? That's really what we talking about when we say things like that. You know what I mean? The features and the this and the that, which we opening the game up more. You know what I mean? This Volume 2 Young Nation is part of our next chapter in our history. You know what I mean?
I do feel like which album came? Was it? What was the last? Not the last album, but it was like there was the Yellow album, the Get Home Safely
by Dom Kennedy.
But though I feel like after those two projects, I do feel like there was like it felt like you kind of took the foot off the gas a little. Is that something that you like? Was that something where you kind of I feel like you kind of kicked back on the rap game for a little bit.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I had probably like albums come out year after year after year.
I know, and then obviously you and Hit Boy putting out shit. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Hit Boy. Like, I feel like you've been back on your shit the last couple of years, for sure.
He's one of the people that, you know, and when we talk about embracing the rap game and going for it, like, it's not really too many producers you can name that's higher than Hit Boy. So automatically working with him over the last 24 months has got me in shape to be like, fuck it.
It's like working out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm on my, you know what I mean, let's get it vibe.
Now you're on volume 2. I do want to talk to the homie J3 and obviously and obviously Nigo G4. I wanted to know, like, what's the hardest thing about working with Dom, like in the studio? Because it got to be something that, like, whether he like, you know, take too long doing a verse or like is a perfectionist. Like, what do you think? What do you, from your perspective?
I don't know. I never. This is J305 speaking, by the way. You know what I mean?
You're on video.
They got the camera.
But,
yeah, you good.
I know. I'm just talking shit when I'm there. But also, I really don't have, like, I don't know. Every time me and Dom ever worked, it's been a vibe. So it's been easy.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never been, like, hard. You know what I mean? So that's why I honestly can't say, like, oh, yeah, this was the hard. Because it was never forced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like shit is hard when you kind of like, oh, let's make a song today. Like, it's like, the song going, all right, I'm getting on it, or he gonna get on it, or however you do it, and then we done. Then they'll be separate, but we in the same building. We got 2 different studios, but in the same building. So, you know what I mean? Don't really clash like that.
My perspective, I think bro pretty hands on with it. Like he be knowing what he talking about. Like if anything, I be just taking this like opinion and perspective because really like he does a lot less than a lot of artists that do like. I see record. Like, he don't really use auto-tune and be doing hella doubles and shit. So, if anything, bro, just, like, lay it clean, taught me how to just do this shit the right way.
Yeah, I can't really picture Dom using auto-tune.
But bro, he do got the auto-tune.
Nah, but
he got it. Go on Yellow Album.
I be like, yo, what happened?
Damn, Dom. He's solid. He got a good ear. And, you know, he always, like, choose beats, like, before I even get there and the shit be right. So.
Who gets the final say, Dom? Like, when you in the studio and you trying to figure out who gets the verse on the record. Like, obviously, the compilation is the hardest thing.
Exactly.
I figured to put together.
Man, it was like a master's course class for me working with this because so many different artists. You know what I'm saying? Quinn Miller's on the project, Game on the project, as well as all our artists, you know, a couple other people. So it was like getting everybody's sound to be cohesive and tight and like pick the right songs was like a real challenge. You know what I'm saying? It was a real challenge.
Was there any verses that somebody like, nah, you got to go back in there?
Yeah, I mean, I personally had, what we did was we had a lot of songs ourselves and we sat there and we talked like, these 4, like I might have had 12 songs.
Right.
And I ended up with 3 or 4 songs, you know what I'm saying, based on what represented everybody at the time on the compilation. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a solo album for me or for nobody. So we all had songs, honestly, that we did that didn't make the cut. You know what I mean? That we just was like, that's not going to fit on this project.
Did anybody getting their feelings when their songs got cut?
Nah,
besides
man.
J305. I mean, obviously.
It's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? People have their favorites, and sometimes, you know, you got to fight for it. Like, I added one last minute. We had, you know, when you get in the mix process, sometimes it just don't work, and we had to switch to G4. He added a song and took one off just because the producer didn't hold up his end, and sometimes you don't know that till you get to the, you know, the last moments, and you like, oh, wait a minute, the beat ain't even what I thought it was. So we had to switch to another song, you know what I mean? So it's like you kind of gotta you gotta have a lot and scale down in the game. You know what I mean? You can't have a little and try to blow up. You gotta have a lot and then scale down. You know what I mean?
I do feel like Jay is low key our generation's Sugar Free, but not as
he take it. Hell yeah.
not as not as flamboyant.
Yeah, I know you mean.
But you know, Jay? What is your like recording process? You gotta have the hose in the studio. What kind of alcohol I just feel like it would be a fun studio session to be in with J305 when he's in his bag.
I mean, actually, it's like tea, sage, Palo Santo.
That's very disappointing.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was gonna go up. Like, I had bitches in there shaking ass, Nah, but my experience is more outside of the studio than I bring them inside.
I just remember the legendary story of you bringing a bunch of strippers to a fucking label meeting and they all dancing on a table.
Whose idea was that? That was your idea?
It was
A group effort.
A group effort. You know what I mean? Because it was charges that was brought up upon that. You know,
there was charges.
There was charges.
Yeah, man. They tried to take your boy. I ain't gonna say his name. They tried to take him down though, man.
For real?
What? Wait,
Yeah.
huh?
What was the charge? Like
Sexual harassment.
get the fuck out
At a
of here.
meeting?
Yep.
Was it because they were grabbing ass?
Nobody touched her.
So
The strippers filed charges.
No, it's I ain't gonna say what building it was.
The
but you know
building
what I mean?
filed charges.
Basically, because
Wow.
it's still corporate. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
they was trying to get y'all
niggas-
on that Me Too shit because y'all brought hoes up there.
I mean, maybe.
That's
I don't know.
fucking
You know
They
what
must
I'm
not
saying?
have ever listened to a J305.
But you know what? That's what made my album come out, and that's what everybody remember me in that building. I got them to know that.
I was
shit.
at the release party. I know what the fuck going on.
Yeah. What's Jay? I know you've been working. We haven't had a project in a couple years. What's next for you, bro?
Man, I want to drop something soon. I ain't gonna say no dates, man. You know, we never get dates. I'm too advanced of giving dates, man. But really, man, we gonna shoot the videos. We gonna pick the songs off the Young Nation, get it steamed up. You know what I mean? I do want to drop something soon in the future. Like I'm gonna say a few months. I'm not gonna get an exact date. You know what I mean? Because exact dates come with a lot of pressure.
100%.
I love the pressure, but I'm not gonna let y'all give me the pressure.
Hey, I want to ask Nika real quick. Who got the best verse on Swerving?
She fuck.
Like,
She fuck. Nah, I fuck with bro shit. When he laid it, honestly, like,
Being nice.
hey, when he laid it, I mean, you already know.
That's a
I
good
always feel like I'm the
conversation.
best on every song I do,
Right.
but that's just competitive aspect. But bro did his shit though. When I sent that shit to him, he definitely came correct.
so when Dom did his shit, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear Dom's verse and like, man, I got that. Was it on some shit
In a
like
sense, like, nah, I wasn't like that, but I felt like this shit was complete. I was like, this shit hard. I just felt like that, like, but in the competitive aspect, some of the songs I'd be like, all right, yeah, I definitely gas this shit. You know what I'm saying? In the sense, this is some rap shit. You want?
we got a OPM like tour coming.
Man, I don't know. These guys I ain't never been on the road without them. It's always an OPM tour if I'm on the road, but a specific Young Nation tour, we don't have no plans for it right now. We got a couple videos, like Jay said, that we shooting, getting that out. You know what I mean? Hopefully we will though. But
I feel like
shit.
you're due for a tour, man. I feel like
Yeah.
you've done some like West Coast. I just feel like it's been a while. since
I was on the road. We was on where was we
Last
at?
year.
Last year.
It stopped in
we was
December.
in-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa Ana was last year.
we gonna drop the solos and then get out there. You know
Oh,
what
okay.
I mean?
So it'll be after the solo Dom project, the solo J3 project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
all
more
that.
$500,000 shit coming?
With Head Boy,
Yeah.
yeah. We got the album pretty much wrapped up. You
So
know what
there's
I mean?
gonna be
We stay working.
Okay, $500,000 project
Yeah.
coming, another Dom
Courtesy,
album coming.
yeah, all that,
Uh-huh.
all that. It's already, you know what I mean? We working daily, man. This is, you know what I mean? It's just another opportunity.
It was dope to hear you on the 24 Hours record because I feel like
Hell yeah.
Shout out to 24.
you're a West Coast artist. This is what you do, but I feel like we hardly hear you on that tempo of record. That's such
I
a
got a lot of. Thank you, Kev. We coming for you, Kev. Keep the needle
It's
on
like-
the
I was
fuck.
like,
Keep
oh,
the
shit,
needle
this-
on the record.
It's some shit like you can hear Dom on in the club because you don't have a lot of those.
A lot of people say that, man. We coming though. I got some good things for you, man. I got a lot of people know seriously I've been working with a lot of y'all favorite artists, you know, behind the scenes as well as our own music. You know what I'm saying? That we look forward to the people hearing real soon. You know what I
I
mean?
remember talking to somebody and they were saying that some of the homies in the Bay was like, man, it's good to hear Dom on this type of shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
it ain't
exactly.
really,
Shout
you
to Big Von.
Yeah, Big Von specifically,
Yeah,
actually.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, Von always showing love, and I've heard that from somebody coming from Von. Like,
Okay.
oh, you got Dom on this. Same thing kept saying, like, it's good. I could play something with it.
Exactly.
I fucking love Dom, but I need some shit to play in the club.
Hey,
You feel
I
me?
got y'all, man.
I
I
love this type of
appreciate
party,
y'all,
but, you
man.
know.
I love that shit. We got y'all. Thank you.
100%, man. Well, listen, new music on the way. The project is out right now.
Yeah, Young Nation Volume 2, OPM, till it's over.
Is your next solo album finished?
It's like 80% done, Kev. It's on the way.
It's on the way.
80%
yeah,
done.
it's like
So what's
80% done.
You waiting on
Couple
the feature?
producers, nah.
The Jay-Z feature on its way.
Couple producers that I want to work with that I have history with. I could say that you know, scheduling. They've been out of town when I'm in town type stuff that I want to get with just for the fans to see if
Any
we can make
mustard
something
beats on the
special.
album?
No Mustard beats. Not yet.
Okay,
Not
man.
yet.
I feel like
talked to Mustard before his album dropped, but it was already pretty much done. But yeah, somebody's mentioned that too to me, that do a whole tape with Mustard.
that would be a
I'm here for it.
that would be like a
Shout
fucking
out to Mustard.
fan's
I'm
wet
here for it.
dream. Pause.
Hey.
Nico here for it.
If Dom and Mustard did a whole
That'd be crazy.
Hey, you gotta get Mustard out of one of them Lamborghinis. and
y'all got to do that
tell
for the
him, come,
culture, man.
Yeah, just give me 10 beats and it's going up.
Oh,
Hey,
listen.
real quick, for some of your fans, the younger homies that's listening, that watch y'all moves in the streets, because OPM, I feel like move a lot way different.
Yeah.
Especially with you and Arch and like the way y'all been doing shit for the past, I don't know however many years.
Yeah.
Give them some advice on what to do, like as far as business, like.
Man, build a team. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we've been talking about, and it's funny because we 10 years in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's really about, the team. Like, we got each other, but now I tell Jay, like, you should have an assistant. G4 should have an assistant and a manager and an internet guy and a mix engineer. You know what I'm saying? So that we all not relying on each other's resources. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is their own company, if you will,
Their own infrastructure,
their own building, and you gotta look. And when you look at it as that, that's the power. You know what I'm saying? That's the power move. So if I was stressing anything, it's like everything you've seen from us, take it, apply it to what you do. But in order to do it better, just be more team oriented as we are today. You know what I'm saying? And get the right people and force people and inspire people to create jobs, man, employ them. You know what I'm saying? And that way, everybody don't have to do 5 different tasks. You got specialists, you know what I'm saying, in each field working for you, working towards your goal.
That's what's up. We do a bit on the show called The Hated 8.
I'm hating on people rolling too deep on them little free scooters in the street. I hate seeing people.
Yeah, you see like a gang of like 6 people.
Yeah.
So when it's one to a scooter.
One person, that's cool, but 2 people on the scooter, y'all.
What are you trying to be cute with, like the girl? And...
Nah. I seen somebody fall crazy on there trying to impress their chick.
I'd like to point out that I think that those scooters are just litter.
Right, exactly, for sure.
Like, fam, they just on the side of the street.
All over the place. Sidewalk, street, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some shit G4 would do.
I'm definitely hating on the scooters with
no too deep on the scooter. No.
With Dom Kennedy, man. There you go. It's Real 92.3.